Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never cap, out of the draft. Watching me bow, as soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down, New York.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Michel, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
At the 9-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, that was dangerous.
Newton's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Lock 57. 8. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety green.
From the 50, Newton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 14, Jets 3.
Newton on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flush to his right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Jets 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Ball carrier.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Carried by number 24.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 5. At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going deep now for Herndon. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this to Bell. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's third down.
On third down, here's Bell. And the lane clear. closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Newton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Patriots 45. Jets 3. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. Incomplete. And it's third down now.
Brings up third down and 10.
Ready? What's that? Ready? 54 Mike. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Jets.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On first down, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
46-yard line.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. Maybe I get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, let's get there.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For the Patriots. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Brought down at the 20-yard.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Newton. To Michelle on the screen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Patriots continue to roll. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the card. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And it's Michel once again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. And that's been difficult for them all game long.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line 6. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, check that.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
9-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
15 yards on the play, first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, they can